G'day everyone and welcome to AHP Outdoors. It's been a long time between deer hunts, but we're back at it for the 2022 rut. A lot of the state forests in New South Wales had been burnt out and the landscapes looked nothing like they were before. It was really eye-opening to see the vast open ranges where pine forests used to be. It was almost unrecognisable. We didn't let that stop us. We packed up our four-wheel drives and hit the road in search of the elusive deer. We got to our base camp around lunchtime and it was time to set up camp, grab some lunch and check our GPS maps for possible hunting locations. Alright guys, you know you're in the camp spot when your mate's doing this to the camp spot. He's whippersnipper in the camp spot.
Mate, you should have brought this for awesome last time.
Hey Rick. G'day guys, welcome back to another state forest hunting video. If you actually see this footage right now, that means I actually shot a deer. We're back here in southern New South Wales. As you guys know, a lot of the forests here in New South Wales were actually ravaged by fire. One of my mates got here yesterday, sent through some awesome pictures of a lot of prints in this forest, which is totally awesome. So I'm looking forward to spending 5 days just hunting. It's been a tough couple of years for everybody. I've got about 7, 8, 9, 10 of my mates here, which makes it so much better as well. And we're just here to have a good time. So hopefully you enjoy the video. It's been a long time since I made a video, but subscribe, comment, and yeah, I've got to set up camp now. So let's get into that, and then we're going to head out this afternoon. Probably have lunch first, then head out this afternoon, probably about 2 o'clock for the last 3 hours of light. See what we can turn up. I'm looking forward to it. With lunch out of the way, I joined my mates in putting out some trail cameras on some good spots they'd scouted the day before. When they said this spot had a lot of potential, they definitely weren't kidding. Now that the trail cameras were in place, it was time to spend the last 2 hours in a couple of spots on the hill to glass around areas for any sign of deer. It was at that point when we least expected it, a white buck was sighted coming right in our direction through the open terrain. I fumbled with the camera and in typical Jason style, I forgot to press record. My mate Rick's 7mm rang out in what looked like a good shot at around 275 metres. Alright, so we just had a shot at a buck literally out here in the open. So we've come up around the top. My mate Rick shot it with a 7mm. It jumped, but we're not sure if we hit it. But it was just coming through all this, all this down pine, like in the middle of nowhere. We were just talking. I said, why on earth, look here, would a deer be out in this? And then all of a sudden we come over the next hill and this white buck's walking up the hill. You wouldn't believe it. So we're just trying to sweep this area, but there's not much we can do. We don't know if we even hit it. It looked like a good shot, but he was moving okay after he got hit. So I don't know if it was the adrenaline, because he did jump. But anyway, we're going to keep scouting for it, see if we can come up with him. But still very thick, even though all this pine's gone. Very thick, lots of weeds. Anyway, back at it. We were losing light quickly, but we wanted to try one more spot before heading back to camp. Alright, unfortunately we couldn't find that buck. So what we're going to do, there's a spot just down here. We're going to sit where there's actually a lot of prints, like a lot of prints. So we're just going to sit over it. As you can see, we can see up on top of this hill. So we've got the binos. I was going to go back to camp, get my gun, but I'm just going to sit here with the boys and we're going to scan this entire hill because this is like deer print smorgasbord. Let me go show you. Since the wind was not in our favour, we decided to move just a few hundred metres down. Alright guys, we've got some deer here, about 360 metres, couple of does just moving in. You can probably just see them there towards the middle. We've got a light fallow and a chocolate fallow. They're on the right side of the fence, but I can't get around there unfortunately. You can see them moving. And just like that, they disappeared back into the bush.
Hey, muchacho.
Yeah.
Andiamo.
The boys are tired after a long day. It was a new day, but I was late to get out for a hunt. But today would be the day that we had some success. Bloody hell. I forgot my bloody binos. They're back in the car. Probably doesn't really matter because I can't see 30 metres in front of me anyway. But I know this I think goes into a clearing. But I don't know, there's been a lot of fire here, so I don't know what it's going to look like. But yeah, fuck, I hate when binoculars, mandatory for me when on a hunt. God damn it. You can't see about 15 to 20 metres in front of you. So I've got it's only the morning hunt, so I've got a good hunt plan for tonight in a good spot that I think might produce. I don't know, we've just got to wait and see, I guess, hope for the best. But I saw a lot of prints, but because it's getting later in the afternoon, I want to head down to this spot, down along this creek, along this fence line, and see how we go. But man, it's actually recovering pretty well, this forest, actually not too bad, although the weeds have taken over. So. But where else would you rather be? Better than bloody working, that's for sure. Damn it! I was just filming over the valley, and I was coming back. It always happens when you least expect it. Just got honked, or at least the fallow let out a grunt. Oh man, it's always when you least expect it. Always got to be alert, man. Always. Christ, man. Anyway, it's getting on a bit, so I'm probably going to head to the other side of the forest. Got a good place that I want to sit there. I think might be good. But anyway, I'm not surprised they're in this thick stuff. I'm really not. But it's very hard to see. So I'm going to go to the other place where I saw a heap of prints. And might sit and wait, see how we go. But anyway, maybe a wetback, and yeah. Damn it. It was back to camp for a quick late lunch, then straight into my spot where I'd seen a heap of prints the day before. Alright, so I've just been out since about 2 o'clock. It's getting on about 5 o'clock right now. So what I'm going to do, I brought my little chair with me. I found a perfect spot to sit and stalk and wait for something to come out. There is a lot of prints here, a lot of prints. I've never seen so many prints in all my life, so I'm hoping I can pick up one coming through the creek, coming into this nice lush green area. Anyway, we'll see how we go. One doe, I think it's a doe. About 90 metres moving up towards me. I don't know if I can feel this. Way down. Woo! He's down. Oh, she's down. All right, guys, turns out it wasn't a doe. I shot it about 80 metres, but I swear to God, maybe 60 metres. I can't tell. I have to range find it, but I thought it was a little doe for sure, but I guess it had little shit outs, little knobbly little antlers. So, I mean, what do you expect, eh? But yeah, another deer down. Gonna be fantastic eater. Anyway, back to the car. I should be able to get the car down here. We'll get him up, head back to camp, and get started on the meat processing. So, finally, yeah, about bloody time. I gutted out the deer, got him onto the back of the car and headed back to camp. I winched the deer up off the ground on the gambrel to cool down overnight, ready for skinning and butchering the next day. I got up early to enjoy a cracking sunrise, had breakfast, got the knives out to start preparation of breaking down the animal. Alright guys, I thought I'd just show you this. We were just skinning the deer and I sort of wasn't sure where I shot it. I know I shot it down the chest somewhere, but look where the bullet has ended up in the top shoulder here. I'll show this. So the bullet has ended up right there, not far up from the shank. In the front shoulder. Pretty cool to see something like that. I've never sort of done anything before where I'm de-skinning and seen where the bullet has gone or whether it's penetrated all the way through. But definitely some good expansion on that. Definitely. Anyway, back to the skinning process. All right, so we just did the skinning process. Now we're taking off all the cuts. So Arthur here is going to, while I'm manning the camera, take off the back straps, then we're probably going to tenderloins, then we're going to take the back legs, probably going to debone them. Yeah, what do you reckon? Look good?
Yeah, no.
Not a bad little meat animal, nothing to write home about. Pretty poor genetics to be honest, but hey, still a lot of fun getting your own meat and being out in the bush, isn't it? All right guys, look, they're trying to hide the evidence here. All right, see? There's how much of a nice guy I am. For guys that don't shoot any deer, We certainly look after him here because this is what friends do. I sort of half like these guys.
There's some halloumi for you,
Oh,
Jason,
I give him deer.
Sydney.
I give him deer, I get halloumi.
Yeah.
I mean, look at all the deer they're putting there, guys. For guys that don't shoot deer, they certainly take a lot of deer home. Don't you? Halloumi, it's fucking bloody frozen. How am I gonna eat frozen halloumi?
It's not frozen.
Anyway, are you gonna eat that deer?
No, we're gonna throw it out.
Ah, you idiot. Anyway, guys, this is what I half like these guys, so you always share your kill.
The sausages from yesterday.
So, anyway,
Yeah.
I'll take their halloumi,
Of course you'll.
and I'm going back. I'm going home. I was out shooting some video footage when I got word my mate had shot an awesome fallow buck. It was his first ever deer. He took the head and the meat all by himself, and he was absolutely over the moon. He shot his first deer.
I did indeed.
His first buck.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
Tell us about it.
Well, we heard it croak yesterday, and we couldn't find it if we tried, and we ran out of light. So we went back this morning and looked at another area, and then we thought, which was pretty bare, then we thought we'd go back to where we saw the croak, heard the croak, and lo and behold, he's still down there, right in the reeds. You couldn't see him if you tried, you just waited, and he was trying to attract does, and long story short,
He's not attracting does anymore.
he's not chasing does anymore. One of them caught his eye, he come out to say hello, and he went to sleep.
Excellent,
So yeah, great experience, and really enjoyed it.
Well, hopefully there'll be many more to come, eh? Hopefully many more to come.
Definitely.
Beautiful day, clouds are up, it's a bit cooler. You
Lovely.
see any more? What about you?
No, nothing more.
No? We used together?
Yeah.
So who decided who to shoot it? Who decided?
I did, because I picked the croak up, so I guess just nominated me. There were a few does around when we shot it. Obviously they got out of town because
Yeah. Well, now he's going to go back to camp. We got the head?
got the head in the back.
We're going to go back to camp and we'll see it.
Yeah, done.
It was back to camp to reminisce on the weekend's memories before packing up and heading home the next morning.
I bashed in to get it because you could hear him. And then, as I said, I'm standing on a rock and an old branch.
All right, it is windy as hell this morning. So I just got up, all my friends left yesterday, and man, what a weekend, what a weekend. A couple of guys got bucks, while I got a small little shithouse buck, juvenile with bad genetics. It's a great meat animal. Been wanting to get meat. I've been out of meat for a while, so it's glad to finally break that drought again. But I'm just sitting here enjoying. It's about 7 o'clock this morning. I'm just enjoying this view, sitting over here, looking wherever they've all cleared the pine. Heading off to breakfast. I'm meeting up with Steve from Bold Action Productions, actually, for breakfast. So looking forward to that. Spoke to Steve a lot, but haven't met him in person. So it'd be good to catch up with him, have breakfast in person. But man, this is why we do it. Look at this. That's why we do it, guys. We're out here in the outdoors. I think it's going to rain about 20 to 40 mils today. So thankfully I got packed up before it's going to rain. And I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to enjoy the view, get to breakfast, then get home, start processing all the meat. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, just give us a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I don't make these all too often because I don't get enough opportunity, but that certainly goes away in helping. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you guys on the next one.